For more videos like this, please subscribe.
YouTube, TroyStarz Trucking. Now in this video we're gonna, okay, there are a couple things I wanna talk about in this video. One, I want to talk about my fuel cap, and I did went to the dealer today and I purchased a brand new fuel cap, right? Because it do not come with the seal in there, so you have to purchase the old cap itself. Now I had my friend there by the name of Harvey, very knowledgeable elderly guy, you know what I mean, and know a lot about the truck. He's been my subscriber since I just started my YouTube channel, and I saw him yesterday for the first time in like what, 4 years, I guess. So yeah, so we were having a conversation, and we were there talking about, because you know he follow my channel, of course, so we were talking about the fuel cap. We're talking about the fuel coming through the cap and stuff like that. So one of the stuff that he suggested was to take a look at the threading of the fuel cap to see if there is anything that would cause the gas to slip through, right? So when he actually removed the cap, I could see that there were like how can I say this? Not a strain, but there's a edge that is sharp enough to, whenever you're turning the cap, it is, I'm gonna show you guys so it could be more easier to understand what I'm saying. So far it is so hard to really say to myself, is this really the cause, or is this the cause of my problem, right? Just a little cap not, you know, not that destroyed the rubber, I'm guessing. So we're gonna fix it. I bought a new cap, and I'm also gonna file down that sharp edge. So I buy a file also. Now the reason why I'm smiling, because I remember reading a comment, and a viewer said to me, do not be, I should get the truck, what he said, I should get the truck look at, diagnosed, right, before I go ahead and buy parts or change parts and stuff like that. Don't, yeah, he said don't be a parts changer. So in other words, he's saying don't make sure you know what you're changing before you change something, which that is correct, you know what I mean. But the reason why I mention it to say, sometimes that's okay, and another time some little fittings or some little stuff that you do outside of taking it to get it diagnosed is way cheaper, even though you may spend and buy something, and when you try it, it doesn't work, so you move on to the next solution, which, because sometimes when something come up, you have 2 or 3 or 4 things can be the problem. So when we go ahead and do the little stuff that don't cost a lot, it still sometimes work out cheaper than if someone to take 2 hours to tell you what is the exact problem. It work out even better if the little stuff that you try do work, than you paying like $300, you know, per hour to work on your truck is like 146 plus tax. So you're talking about almost $320 for 2 hours to just do a walk around, or just to do a inspect your truck properly, to find out, diagnose your truck, to find out what the problem is. Why am I saying this? Because now if I go ahead and change this fuel cap, and this fuel cap was actually the cause of the problem, it worked out good for me. But if I just go ahead and change the fuel cap, that's okay in a sense where, how much did I pay for the fuel cap? About $40. How much would I pay someone to check this truck out? You know they're not going to take an hour. So it's going to be like an hour and a half. So that's $200 and maybe $20, almost $240, just to tell me to buy a fuel cap. You see what I'm coming from? Now, like he said, do not be a parts changer. Now, if it's a big issue, yes, you should go and get the truck check out so that you don't you know, change something and it is not right. Right? What am I doing right here now? I buy a file, I buy the cap, and the file is like $8 and the cap is like $40. So I'm just somewhere like $50. So if this work, I'm good. Well, if it don't work, if I put this on and I do what I'm doing and it don't work, well, it's on to the major. No, let me get back to what I was explaining when I said major. Sometimes, okay, like for this specific thing that I'm dealing with now, is only 2 things or 3 things can cause the fuel to not balancing out in the tank. One is maybe it's the winter, the water maybe cycle at the bottom of the tank. You know, water get in the tank, right? By sweating on the tank side and running down, or by even snowfall, or by you even opening your tank just to get fuel and snow drop in there or water drop or whatnot. But water get in there and over time it build up. You know, water cycle and the oil go on top, right? And whenever it's cold, that water will go frozen, right? And then you will cause clogging through the fuel cross or in the fuel line or whatnot. So that could be a solution where you can use an adjective or one of those FPPF to throw in your tank, and it will dissolve the water and mix the water so it can burn off. Or you can use one of the don't remember the name, I'm going to put it on the screen. I'm going to leave a link in the description. So you can use those to, you know, let your tank flow free in a sense where any gel or stuff like that in your tank, it will get the job done, as in free up your tank. So those are the 2 easy parts. So the cork and that adjective thing that I'm telling you about. And the adjective will be the first get-go because that will be the cheapest way. Then after that, then the cork. And then if the cork don't work and the adjective don't know, we have to think about the line. Now, someone will said, okay, so yes, Troy, but you'd still have to go and diagnose to get the line sorted out, right? But what I'm trying to say to you guys, even if that's the case, when you go to the mechanic and you said, listen, we already changed the cap, we already check out the fuel to see if it mixes with water. The only thing I needed to check on is the cross line. The O's, the return O's are the what you call that O's, but the fuel line. That's what I needed to check. So you send him in, you're sending the person to that one area because you already check out the 3 areas them that would be a possibility, right? So what I did was cut down even the time that they was gonna spend on the truck to come out to tell you what it was, right? So the couple little parts or stuff that I bought just to fix that is way cheaper than someone being on your truck for 2 hours to tell you the problem, which you just use one of the hour money to get some little parts that is way cheaper than the per hour, because the $50 is like half an hour from the per hour, and you put in something new on your truck, right? Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is the minor stuff or the cheap stuff, you can go ahead and try them to see if those solve your problem. If it doesn't, then you know what to tell the mechanic to look at this point, because that's the only one you didn't go in on, because maybe it's bigger than what you can handle, or you don't want to touch it, you want a professional to do it, you know what I mean, to get it right, because you know what it's like. That being said, let's go outside and let me show you guys what I'm talking about, and let me file it down and let me put the new cork or the new cover on it, cap on it, and let's watch it and see what we get from it. So thank you guys for tuning in, and yes, also please leave me some like on this video if you like what I'm saying and whatnot, you know what I mean, because we need some more likes on the videos. I'm not getting enough likes on the videos, so give me some likes on the video, show me that you know, respect what I'm doing, and you know what I mean. So thank you guys for tuning in. TroyStarz Trucking. Let's go outside. Let me show you guys what I bought. Okay, so this is the file. So this is the file that I purchased. It's a flat file I purchased from the Canadian Tire store. So it's a flat file that we're gonna use to file what I'm gonna show you next. And this is the cap. So let's go outside and start. Oh, you can know when your tank cap is leaking. So basically you can see the dirt is on the truck and the oil is splashing around. So you can see. Okay, so yeah, my truck is loading, so that's for the nice. But okay, look at the tank side right here. You can see where this. So if you guys look inside the rubber and the cap, I don't know if the camera is showing you justice, but if you can look inside of the rubber and the cap, you can see where it is like mark because of the scratch that is on the edge of the tank lid. So if you look at the rubber, you can see. Okay, so right there is where the scratch is. So we're gonna remove this cap. I'm gonna go get a cloth so that I don't let any file drop down in the tank, and try to rub this area so it could get smooth, so I could put a new cap on, and then we can watch it from here and see what the outcome is. I am pleased with the result that I'm seeing so far. It look a lot better than what it was, right? So hopefully the camera is showing you guys what I'm seeing, because right now I think it's looking so dark. I don't know, but hopefully the camera is showing you what I was seeing. So let me show you guys again. So that surface is filed, it is smooth, it's not the grit is not there no more because it's filed down. So we're gonna put the new fuel cap on there, and then I will definitely show you guys or tell you guys what's happening, what is going on. Okay guys, thanks for tuning in. TroyStarz. So this is the fuel, your new cap guys. This one is the old one, this one is the new one. Okay, so the new cap is on there, so I'm gonna fill my tank. I'm gonna test to see if I get any leak from the cap or not. Just a little filing. I don't know if that was really the problem, so we're gonna test it. So you know, my channel is about showing you guys the easy way to get stuff done, so I will do it the other way. Then, you know, when I present it, you guys will get it right. Okay, so thanks for tuning in. It's a boy TroyStarz Trucking, and please remember to leave me a like if you like this video, you know what I mean, and leave me a comment with what I mentioned earlier. So leave me a comment, you know what I mean. That's how we do it. So thank you guys for tuning in. TroyStarz Trucking. And to my friend Harvey, this video is on you, Harvey. This is what you tell me to do, and I did it. So Harvey, this one is on you. So if my cap leak, I'm gonna visit you, Harvey. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. TroyStarz Trucking. YouTube, TroyStarz Trucking. Now, this is just an update of the fuel tank that you guys know, I file around the edges and stuff like that, and I put a new fuel cap on, and I was watching, you know what I mean? So I filled my tank up all the way up, stuff it up, you know what I mean? Just to see if I would get that leak, you know what I mean? And surprisingly, that little, what can you call it now? That little chip at the edge of the tank was actually causing the oil to slip through and come out from the sides, right? Now, maybe because it didn't seat it properly on, like, firm, flat on there, but I didn't expect so many oil would be splashing out because of that little you know, dents. And like I mentioned in my previous video, that I changed the cork from the opposite side and put it over there just to see if it was just maybe the seal only, you know what I mean? But it wasn't seating down properly when I thought it was closed. So we're just gonna go out there. We're just gonna look at it for a minute, because this is not you know what I mean, because I want to show you guys about that area, right? So yeah, so I want you guys to look at it. You can see that there is no, yes, you can see that there is no wet area, because you can see where the air is dry, and you can see that there is no wet area, because you can see it's dirty, but it is dry, but normally it would be wet, and this is what I would normally use to judge it to see if it's actually leaking, and it's this area. So I'm gonna show you guys. Yeah, so that's it, guys. So just a filing and a new cap caused that solved that problem. And I think maybe if I had used back the same cap, the filing alone would have solved the problem, I think. But nevertheless, to buy a new cap, that's okay. You know what I mean? But you know, but this is just being active with your truck, looking at everything. You know what I mean? Over here is the other side. But this is paying attention. This is make sure you're looking at everything on your truck. You know what I mean? Your truck will talk to you, right? I hear my friend there, Debbie, what's her name again? She's working for Landstar. I think it's Debbie. I heard her said it because she driving a Freightliner, a blue Freightliner. Yeah, she said it best, like the truck will talk to you, and that's so much it. That's so true. You know what I mean? She said it right. The truck will basically tell you what's happening once you get to know the truck. That's why you have to pay attention. You know what I mean? Being a company driver at this point is that's your college, that's your class. If you're planning on coming out here, pay attention to the truck that you have as a company driver. Look at everything. You know, whatever the light came on the dash and you make a report in, as soon as you get the truck back, ask what the problem was. They will tell you. I guarantee they will tell you. Not like they're gonna be like, oh, why do you want to know? No, they will tell you what it was. They will show you. That would be the mechanic place. And if you go to a dealer, it's same thing. They will tell you, they will show you. So you just ask, get familiarized with the truck that you're driving, get to know the truck. So in that way, when anything pops up or anything come up, you will aware, you will understand, you will know what to try to get it checked out, look at, you know what I mean, so that there is no surprises. And next thing, I'm having a hard start, long starting issue. Now guys, this is a video that you don't want to miss. I'm not gonna put it in this. I'm not 100% sure yet, but it is a long start. So and you guys know I did the preventive maintenance where I changed a cap, right? The 6 injector cups. So I don't think it's a leaking. I look in the tank when the engine is running and don't see any bubbles. Okay, know that those are one of the signs. Guys, if you're following my channel, you should know all those signs already. But just in case it is the injectors or the cups or anything that is gonna start an issue, because you know, I mean, the truck is talking to me. I know it's not that long to get started, so I know something is off a bit. Now, that being said, I know what you guys may say, Troy, you have this issue with the Volvo truck already and you still go and you buy another engine with that same problem. Just to you know, let you guys know what's up. This is me knowing about the engine, so I take that risk, because to get the injector fixed and your engine is going, I mean, yes, it's gonna cost you some money, yes, but this is where I would take a hit with the injector, but not the entire engine. And I kind of trust this engine to give me 1.8 miles, right, based on what my Volvo already give me. And I got this truck with 800 700 and almost 800,000 miles. So 2/8, right? 2/8 is 16, right? So I can actually, if I take care of this truck and I pay attention, I can actually get another 800 guarantee miles from this engine, right? So this would be me buying a truck for half price of what the truck brand new, not even half price, less than half of what the truck sell for brand new, and I still can get the same run, take it up to another 800,000 miles with this engine that I'm comfortable with, the engine that I'm comfortable with, the engine that I know. So you know, I hope you know, you guys understand where I'm coming from, and that's why I choose the D13 engine, and that's why I said, you know what, this is where my money is gonna be. So I have the truck now almost a year, or maybe a year, almost a year. So you know, it wasn't giving me any problems, right? So you know, if it's a case where I need to get the injectors changed, I'm good. I can get it fixed in a minute because I was prepared for it. I was putting down my maintenance savings and stuff. But next, let's not jump the gun. You know, I'm gonna put a bit video out for this, so I'm not gonna go too far in this one. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. And if you're not subscribed to TroyStarz Trucking, come on. What are you waiting on? You know what I mean? And please leave me a like. Give me a thumbs up on this video if you appreciate what I'm doing. So thank you guys for tuning in. TroyStarz Trucking.
For more videos like this, please subscribe.